Yeah, this is a big move. I don't even know where to start. What's going on with you YouTube? Jumping Chris here. We coming back at y'all with another vid. Now, today's video, I just want to talk about just a certain situation that kind of happened to me that brought into my life that it just really hit me really hard into where it was kind of almost like a wake-up call. And so yeah, in the title, I'm probably gonna say like I'm retiring or some kind of clickbait, but I'm not retiring from YouTube. I'm still gonna make videos, yes, but I'm going to retire from my job, and I'm just gonna focus on YouTube for a while. And this is a big jump and a big leap for me. I'm very fortunate enough to be in this position, and all thanks to you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching the channel and supporting and everything like that. I could not do this without you guys, but I just had some crazy incidents in my life to where like I had to make this move. I had to pick one or the other. I could no longer balance things in my life, or I just no longer could handle things in my life anymore to why I'm in this situation. If you guys haven't noticed in a couple of my videos, and sometimes I'm on lives with some of the homies and stuff like that, I'm always talking about my health and stuff like that, and trying to feel better in a couple of videos before. Yeah, I was recently in the hospital, man. I was recently in the freaking hospital to where like I was in the hospital for like 3 days. You guys probably haven't noticed because I was still dropping videos because I was lucky enough to have content to where like, yes, I was in the hospital. I wasn't like unconscious or anything, but I was in the hospital, and all I had was my laptop. I still had some things I could have edited and do some things like that. So I was lucky enough to do that. So I usually don't want to talk about stuff like this because I don't like to simp or anything like that, or anyone feel sorry for me. I've never been about that. Like I've always been on that like work hard, grind type of motivation, like I'm not always trying to make people feel sorry for me. I never was like that. So this video for me is kind of weird. I'm still not sure if I'm gonna even upload it. During the week, I know we're all sick and tired of talking about this shit here. These are the UNC ones, right? When the first drop, the very first original drop, right? My goodness, this week definitely took a toll on me. I've been on YouTube for a long time, so that's probably it too, that I balanced my job and my YouTube at the same time and everything else. And then, of course, the pandemic, I had nothing else but to focus on YouTube. So this what kind of makes that this decision a little bit better. So if anyone didn't know, my job is that I used to be a nail tech. Yes, if you guys didn't know, I am Asian, okay? And I do nails, and I did nails for like almost 8-9 years, something like that. And I used to balance between doing nails all day, come home and do YouTube videos, job, YouTube, family, kids, wife, so on and so forth, pick up shoes, cop, just everything, and it took a lot out of me, and I just realized I just can't balance all of it anymore. So during this week of the UNC ones, what really happened, what put me in the hospital, was this whole week was crazy. If you guys didn't know, it was crazy, especially for me as a sneaker YouTuber, as in like I was really stressing how to really try to cop this shoe and get this shoe too as well, and make content about it because I knew it was going to be a big week, and so on and so forth. And then on top of that, the same day that these released, I had to catch a flight over to Florida because there was an event down in Florida that I wanted to hang out with friends, and of course that's another opportunity to make content too as well. When you go to a sneaker event, that every time I go to like a sneaker con and stuff like that, that's been really helpful with my channel, and that's been a lot of my success because of sneaker con. So I've always appreciate them. But anyway, so the week happened was during the whole week I had to balance between family, wife, in my job, and also try to make content on this and copping shoes, and stuff like that. It was a lot. It was a lot on me. Barely getting any sleep, because usually for the pandemic I used to work 6 days a week from 10 o'clock to 8 o'clock, come home, take care of the family, and then go upstairs and edit and film and be ready for the next day. And if you guys haven't noticed, I've been putting content almost every single day because you just gotta keep up and be consistent. I've been on YouTube for about almost 2014. Since the Legend Blues, when they first came out, is when I started my YouTube channel. I want to say in about the past 3 years or so, I've been really consistent with my YouTube because I'm seeing the growth and I'm seeing the potential that if I just keep pushing and keep grinding, I'll be alright. I'm sorry, this story is going everywhere. I just don't know how to kind of just do it, but I'm just gonna do it. So leading up to the week, I've been really stressed out about getting these shoes and traveling, and then balance my work and everything like that. I know it kind of sounds ridiculous, like, oh, you stress about shoes that much. I mean, like, guys, you gotta understand, I'm a sneaker YouTuber. It's very critical of me to actually get shoes of the day of, you know, to get the, you know, the views and stuff like that and the content out. Because if I don't, then, you know, someone else is gonna do it. They got it before I do. So it was very critical, and it's very stressful for a sneaker YouTuber to actually get shoes early before, and just perfect timing. You know, I noticed I was feeling probably around like Friday, the day before the release, that I was feeling really tired. I was feeling really weak. I could probably walk up this, every time I walk up the stairs or something like that, I would get really tired. I noticed that my heart was really pounding really hard. I didn't know what was going on. It was just, I never felt so tired in my life. Like, I just felt exhausted, like super exhausted. Release happened, of course, you know, I had to make my mall vlogs and content and, you know, stuff like that for this shoe here, and just for, you know, anything else. And of course I had to prepare too. I had to like record like 3 videos in one day to prepare for content for when I leave, and you know, when I come back and stuff like that, because I'm, like I said, I'm going on a trip to Florida. On top of that, I had to balance work and family too as well, which my wife helps out quite a bit. Tremendous shouts to the wifey. She has been a godsend. If without her, I could not be doing anything without her, trust me. I noticed after this release, you know, I made my content, edit, stuff like that, and then it was time for me to catch on the plane. I was feeling so weak and so tired. I literally could not walk onto the plane. Like, I was pushed. I was like, what the heck? I just wasn't feeling good. I didn't know what was going on. It wasn't like I was feeling sick, like a fever or anything like that. I just felt really weak. But somehow I just kind of just like breathed in and got up, and then I got out of the airport in Atlanta. I was trying to find a way to get back home, actually, because I was like, I just wasn't not feeling good. I caught the last flight, so there was no flight back from Atlanta to back home in Kentucky. My wife was talking about she wanted to drive down. I said, that is crazy. You're not gonna do that. I said, you know what? I'm literally right at my gate at Orlando. I'm gonna go to Orlando. If anything happens, I was gonna see the homies down in Orlando. They're gonna supposed to pick me up at the airport anyways, Marco and Alvin. So shouts to them. If anything happened, I was like, if I feel really terrible, I'll go to the hospital. But still, went on the airport. I still wasn't feeling the best. I noticed that, like, I was feeling really tired walking, but you know, I was feeling okay. So I decided to go to the Airbnb. They were out, you know, everybody was hanging out and stuff. It was all of us sneaker YouTubers out there, so shouts to the homies. But I was feeling really bad, so I just went upstairs and just laid in my room, and I said, dude, I just can't right now. You know, I just felt really terrible, and I decided, like, if I felt, I'm gonna try to get some rest, get some food in me, and if I feel really terrible, I'm gonna go to the hospital the next day, or I would go to the show. Next day happened. I felt okay. So I decided to go to the show. I didn't do too much, you know, just went to the show, did my vlogging and content, hanging out with the peoples and say what's up. Maybe my energy level went up because I was seeing everybody, and, you know, it was pretty cool like that. But when I came home after the event, I was like, again, I was super tired. I could barely even walk up the stairs now and stuff like that. Like, I was having trouble. Literally when I came home, like, it wasn't like right after, but just, you know, some time goes by and stuff like that, I noticed I was feeling really weak. I didn't know what was going on, and I remember I just collapsed on the freaking couch. Like, I literally collapsed and passed out. That never happened before. That's some scary stuff. Like, I literally just passed out. My wife saw it. She said, we're going to the hospital. See, I literally was in the hospital. Yeah, and they tested me and everything. They kept saying they kept thinking it was COVID. I didn't think it was COVID. You know, it was no way. It just turns out that I had internal bleeding. You know, I was bleeding out, and I was low on hemoglobin. And hemoglobin is like that oxygen to blood level, and my hemoglobin is really low. I was at like 5% when I got to the hospital, or at number like 5 or something like that, and the average human usually around like 11 or 12, something like that. So I was pretty freaking low. That's why I was super tired. I didn't have enough blood in me. Apparently I have a stomach ulcer and internal bleeding, which I did not know about. You know, I just thought maybe I ate some bad tacos or something like that. Ulcer and stuff like that, usually just, it's because I didn't really take care of myself. I wasn't eating really good. I was always going out to eat because, like I said, I was always busy, so it's just fast to go out to eat all the time. And like I said, I was always working too, so stress level was always at the max, and probably taking some ibuprofen wasn't a good idea too as well. So yeah, I was literally in the hospital for 3 days, and that I've never been in a hospital like that. Like, I just been in a hospital just because, like, you know, I felt hopeless. You know, it's kind of scary, and it just got me thinking, like, man, I really need to take care of myself, and I really need to just chill on life. Like, I gotta stop push myself to the limit. You know, I just don't have the body for it no more. You know, I'm almost 35. You know, I've been doing this these 2 jobs that I've been doing for the past 3 to 4 years, and doing it every single day, constantly. You know, like, if you haven't noticed, I've been posting out videos every single day. On top of that, I would work too as well. And yeah, I had to make a decision, and I kind of thought about this when I was in the hospital. That I was like, you know what, I told my wife, I was like, you know what, I think I'm just gonna cut back, retire, and quit my nail job, and I'm just gonna do YouTube and you know, do some side hustles and stuff like that. I'm lucky in the position I'm in because you know, you guys so much for all the support, and also shouts to the wifey, because like, well, if you guys, you know, I'm sure some people make in the comments, and they're always being, you know, some people are being jerks that my wife's, you know, saying gold digger and blah blah blah, just some really idiotic stuff. It's just that if you guys didn't know, yes, my wife do work, and she has a good job to where, like, if anything happens to me or something like that, like if I don't make no money or anything like that, like my wife, like, she got us, like she's good to where, like, if anything happens, that, you know, she can take care of us while I figure things out, or until I get my feet on, you know, or something like that. So that's why I'm able to make this decision, this move here. So this is a big move for me, that I'm gonna retire from my job, and I'm just gonna pursue YouTube. You know, I'm gonna see how it goes. Like I said, YouTube like I said, it's very scary because everything is so up and down so much. It's not really consistent. It's very, very scary because with YouTube, it's just like, it's, you know, you can just lose it as an instant, and that's very scary with all the hard work and dedication I put into this, and it can just be taken away, you know, without it knowing. And hope to God it doesn't, you know. I hope I can still sustain and keep growing and stuff like that, but it's very, very scary, you know, especially now that we're in this cancel culture now, to where, like, you gotta really watch out. For whatever reason, people can just not like you for whatever reason. But hey, I get it, you know, some things just maybe some people don't like about you. It is what it is. It's fine. But with this whole pandemic and stuff like that, which made this decision a little bit easier, because once, you know, the pandemic happened, my business went down in 2019 to 2020, and now has went down at least 75 to 80%. So realize that health and stuff is more important to me. So now I'm in the gym. I'm prepping my meals now. I'm trying not to eat out too much. I'm trying to take things a little bit more easier now. I'm still gonna post up videos, but I'm not gonna be the situation to where, like, what I used to do, to where I'm like staying up till like almost 3 a.m., 4 a.m. at night editing and filming, and then wake up early morning and go to work. I'm not gonna do that no more. I'm gonna do things on my own time, on my own pace, and just kind of relax. So, you know, the saying is always like, grind hard, live big, or dream big and stuff like that. And my new motto now is grind, but chill. You know, any encouragement out there, guys, is that I've always tell you guys is like this. Like, I know a lot of people out there works really, really hard, and you guys bust your butt every single day. But at the end of the day, man, you just gotta relax, and you have to chill out. You have to worry about yourself. You have to take care of yourself, for real. Because that was pretty scary of me. You know, me collapsing in the living room, and me had to go to the hospital, and I was in the hospital for like 3 days. They had to pump blood in me and IVs and all that stuff. I was basically stationary in the freaking bed for 3 days. It was a lot in your mental, man. So like I said, man, always take care of your mental, and just take care of yourself, guys. So that's pretty much the end of the video. I didn't want to come out all simping or anything like that. I hope this video didn't come out like that, but that's definitely wasn't my intent. My intent was just saying, like, hey guys, just relax, chill, grind hard. I get it, but just enjoy life and take care of yourself. Anyway, guys, if you guys don't mind, I would really appreciate if you guys hit that thumbs up, subscribe if it's your first time here, comment down below, and please hit that bell for all the notifications when I do drop vids. And don't forget to follow me on all my social media at German Chris on IG. Sometimes I'm on Twitter, and don't forget Snapchat. Anyway, guys, I appreciate y'all, love y'all. I really, really do. I'm German Chris. Peace.